Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I hope everybody's doing great. I know it's a little late, but we're gonna dive right on into it because we're gonna talk about it. Uh 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 Please like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna get into it right quick, right quick. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I should have been on here, but life be lifing. That's all I can say. Is life be lifing. You heard me. It be lifing. So, but we're gonna talk about um. Wait a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, please. Give me a minute. We're gonna talk about um. Boy, I can't. Trying to make sure everything is everything. Everything is everything. Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about basically selling. Okay, because when I got into this, right, like I said, I was kind of skeptical about it and everything, but I'm actually getting a lot of information, like, and it's really motivating me, okay, to just keep going. I thought it was going to be like, you know how you get into something and you be thinking it's BS, basically. That's what I thought because I had got into a couple of other things and it was BS. It wasn't what I thought it was, you know. But I wasn't mad about the money because we got to take risks, right? If we don't take risks, then we'll never know. You know, we'll never know the possibilities or what could happen. You know, we wouldn't know the what ifs if we never take a risk. So I wasn't upset about the money because that just let me know that not to go back that way. You know, that's all it let me know. Don't go back messing with them peoples. And so I wasn't nowhere near upset about the money because, you know, but when I got into this, it was like, okay, I was still kind of skeptical, but I had a feeling like this is the one. This is the one, Lisa. You know, give this a try because this is the one. I just felt that energy, you know. And so I went on, I tapped into it. And I don't regret it at all. I don't regret it at all because I'm getting so much out of it, you know. Um, it's so many different ways for you to create streams of income, okay? And this is all in one program. It's not like you gotta pay for this, and then you gotta once you get in there, you gotta go and you gotta pay for something else, and you gotta pay for something else. It's not like that. You get in there, and that's it. Okay, and the program is yours. You can take it and resell it. You know, once you pay for it and stuff, it's yours, and you can take it and resell it, or however you want to do it. Um, that was the part that I liked it also was that once you pay for it, it's yours and you can resell it. Okay. You redo it, make it yours and sell it. So, you know, but I want to talk about selling, okay? Because this is something that was important to me. Selling. Not just selling though. I'm not let me back up a little bit because I don't want y'all to think I'm just saying that's all that mattered to me was trying to sell it, and you know, no. When I say selling it, what I'm saying is that learning how to sell, okay, was something that really got my attention. And I was really like into that, right? Because that was something that was missing for me. I knew about different things with far as digital products, right? But my thing was selling them. Okay. I was not familiar with that. Excuse me, y'all. I wasn't familiar with that part, selling it. Okay. So when I learned that part, I was like, okay, okay, I'm feeling this, right? Um, and so I wanted to share with you all some tips that I learned, okay? Because I feel like this is something else I picked up on too. That if you're selling a digital product, I feel as though you need to let people know what your digital product is going to do for them. Okay. What problem are you solving that's going to help them? You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the most important part right there is uh whatever you're selling, make sure that you're letting people know that, you know, not just what you're selling, but what you selling going to do for them? What problems can it solve? Okay. So I think it's important, to give people tips on what your course can do for them. I think that's important. And so that's what I want to share with y'all on tonight is how to sell. And one thing you don't want to do if you ever decide to try this program or any program, one thing you don't want to do is jump into something like this and just start, going after people trying to get their money. You don't ever want to make people feel like that's what you want them for is their money. Okay? You want to let your audience know what your product can do for them. What problems can your product sell? What problems can your product solve for them? Okay, what they gonna get out of it? Um, what will it create for them? If they get in it and they, do the things they have to do, what can happen for them in the long ride. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want. That's a little few things I want to touch bases on is how to sell. You never want to make your audience feel like you just after them for money. Okay. And you want to get your audience to trust you. You know, you don't ever want them to feel like, like they get into your program and you don't help them or you dismissive, you kind of dismissive to them. You don't want to ever do that because they're going to talk. Trust and believe me, they're going to talk about you to other people, which is going to mess up your, you know, it's going to mess up your business. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to get people into something and then, dismiss them. Once you get their money, you dismissing them. You don't ever want to do that. Okay. You also want to, how can I put it? You also want to make sure that you let them know what's in your program, how it works, what they going to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you really want them to know what they all of what they going to get from your course, because that makes people feel comfortable. That was something that made me feel comfortable. When I signed up, when I got into this, that was something that made me feel comfortable. I asked a lot of questions. The girl that I was talking to was very um authentic, and she answered all my questions. And then when I said, I know I'm asking a lot of questions. She said, oh, no problem, because I did the same thing before I came here because I was skeptical. She said, so I'm not mad with you. She said, I'm not upset about that. She said, because I was doing the same thing. She said, before I came in here, I was asking a lot of questions. And so that's something that really, pulled me in. Her attitude and the fact that she was authentic, that was something that kind of pulled me in and made me want to hop on, you know. Um, I used to hear people say a strategy. Okay, it's a strategy to this, and which it is. But you know what I found out? You have to create your strategy. Okay, because what I'm doing may work for me, but if you try it may not work for you, right? You could do what I'm doing, but put your own twist on it, put your own spin on it, if that makes sense. And that's something that I picked up on, is that putting my own twist on it, not doing what somebody else doing, but maybe taking the idea, what they're talking about, and then putting my own stuff on it, to create it so it could be mine and not me doing what somebody else doing. That's something that I learned, because for a minute I was like confused about that, you know, when they say it's a strategy. And I'm saying to myself, okay, it's a strategy, but now are you saying to me that I gotta do what you doing? Because that wasn't making sense to me. You trying to get me to do what you doing. Because what you doing may not work for me, you know. Maybe the setup of it will work for me, right? But me up here trying to do the exact same thing that somebody else doing, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna work. You got to put your own into it and make it yours. Okay, it's certain things that you do have to do. You know, it's certain steps that you do have to do, like a hook. Like when you first, by people attention span being so short, you want to hook them in. Once say you're doing a reel or something, and that first couple of seconds you want to hook them in, you know, and get their attention, and then go into your video. Excuse me, y'all. And so that's something that I realized, that you need to do, is when you're doing those reels, make sure you put hooks on them and stuff, call to action. Those are the things that's a necessity. But you put your own spin on it. You find out, you play around with it until you find out what works for you, right? And um people, I just changed it. Oh, okay. Thanks. And so uh oh man, I lost my thought. Um so yeah, that's something that I learned real quick when I first got into this, is that you gotta set your own thing up. You take stuff from others, but you gotta set up your own thing, if that makes sense. Put your own spin on it, you know. Um, because I was lost with that when they said you gotta do this, that, and other. So I'm saying I gotta do everything you do, and it wasn't connecting. You know what I mean? Because I'm saying, if I do what you're doing, if I do the exact things that you're doing, that's like me copying you. And I don't see where that's gonna work out too good. So anyway, that was that. That's something that I wanted y'all to know, because I feel like that's important. Another thing is targeting your audience. Now, that was something I was kind of confused about at first, right? Because when I got into this, I tried, like I said, I tried it a few times before. But you know, certain people will say stuff one way and you be like, you might not pick up on it. But somebody else can say it and they say it in a different way, and you be like, okay, okay. Now I understand that. Okay. So you're targeting your audience, right? Now, some of my videos that I do, like my reels, I'll talk about moms, you know, being a mom, or being a mom of a special needed child. I have a daughter with Down syndrome. So I might add that onto it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of putting it out there, my target audience, you know, of who I'm talking to. You understand what I'm saying? So now I kind of get it when they say your target audience. Okay, I kind of get it now. I get that because at first I was really lost about that. It was something else I wanted to say too that was kind of important. Um, what was it? Oh shoot. Um, and your niche. That's something else too. Your niche. Okay, you want to pick a niche because you don't want to find yourself all over the place when you're trying to sell. So you should pick a niche, okay? Whether it's what motivational, you know, speaking like motivational things, um, teaching your journey as you go along. You can actually teach people your journey with digital marketing, you know, because that's what I've been doing. I've been giving people the my journey that I've been doing. You know what I've learned and different things like that. I've been doing that. So, you know, you pick your niche that you want to get into, and you go with it. Your mindset is the biggest part in this. Is your mindset, right? Because let me tell you how my mindset used to be, and that way then you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. I'm from the hood, okay? No shame in my game. I'm from the hood. And my mindset, I had a broke mindset, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is that I wasn't interested. I wanted to make the money, but as soon as I'd have made the money, I'd have spent it up, right? Because I didn't have the money to do the things that I'm I'm not used, I wasn't used to having the money to do things that I wanted to do. Okay. So as quick as I'd have made some money, I would have been spending it up, you know. But now that I have buckled down and worked on my mindset, right? And realized that money is just a tool, right? And you have to invest it to make more money and to keep your money flowing. You know, you can't just make it and just spend it and be spending it on this and spending it on that because you definitely gonna look up and be broke. You're gonna be back to square one again. You have to move smart when it comes to money. It's a tool, but it's a tool that you use to make more money, right? Invest, different things like that, so that you can keep it going. You can keep it going and you keep your money, you know, coming in. And that's why so many people now are aiming to get multiple streams of income because they want to keep their money coming in, right? A lot of people getting laid off. They say a lot of people just got laid off at CNN. You know, a lot of people are getting laid off. Do you have a plan B? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all have a plan B? You don't want it. You don't want things to catch you off guard and you haven't, you know, set up another plan for yourself. You don't want something to happen and then you kind of gotta jump out there and just trying to find something, looking at, for something. Because, you look up and they lay you off or something like that. So that's why so many people is trying to have multiple streams of income coming in. Because they don't want to get caught, they don't want to get caught like that with not having nothing. Something happened here, you got something else to fall back on. You got this to fall back on. You got that to fall back on. You got that to fall back on. But if you're dependent on just your 9 to 5 and something happened, whoa, boy, you're going to be in trouble. If they lay you off or something, you're going to be in trouble. They talking about getting rid of Social Security. They talk about getting rid of the food stamps and social services and all that. So I'm saying, if you don't get with that stuff, find something to get with, so you won't be left hanging out there with nothing. You see what I'm saying? And one thing you got to do is believe in yourself. Don't be looking for somebody else to believe in you. You got to start believing in yourself and motivating yourself. I do it all the time. Now, I have my moments when I say, man, I don't feel like dealing with this stuff. I don't feel like dealing with it. And I'll put my phone down and go on about my business, and I won't mess with it. I pick it back up when I feel like it. Sometimes you got to take that little break, and that's what I do. I take my little break and then I come back and I go ahead and do my thing. But you really have to this the times that we living in now, y'all. Hey, it's best for you to find something and get something of your own started, because at the way things are looking now, these people are trying to make it hard for you to even have a job. Excuse me. They trying to make it hard for you to have, a place to be able to lay your head and be able to eat. You know what I mean? So I always tell people to have a plan B, a plan C, a plan D, a plan E. Shoot. Because you just never know. You just never know. You know? The girl was on TikTok the other day and she was devastated because she had been on her job all that time. I think she said she had been on there 15 years or something, and they got rid of her. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what they do. These jobs don't care nothing about you. They really don't. They really don't. They keep you and they hold on to you because you convenient for them for that moment. But when they decide they don't want you there no more, they gonna kick you to the curb. Simple as that. They'll find a reason to get rid of you. So, just set yourself up right. Get yourself set up right so you'll have a plan B. And you won't be caught out there, wondering which way to go and what am I going to do. And especially if you got children, you know. But back to what I was saying, we all need to so no, let me run it back down before I go there. Your niche and target your audience and your mindset. Those are the three most important things that you want to tap into if you come into your space of the digital world. Okay. Um, but anybody can do it. You just gotta want to do it and you gotta believe in yourself. And you gotta let the fear go. You ain't supposed to fear nobody but God. I read this thing. I was doing my Bible studies. Oh man, I don't have it down here. Ah man. I was doing my Bible studies and I ran across the thing about fear. And it pretty much was saying fear makes you makes you miss out on all your opportunities. Okay. And I wanna I don't remember what it said verbatim, but it was basically saying that fear causes you to miss out on all your opportunities that God has for you, you know? And I feel that in a whole lot of ways, because we do, some of us do that. We let fear stop us from doing so many things. And by us doing that, we do miss out on opportunities. We do. We do. We miss out on so many opportunities from allowing fear to keep us stagnated and stuck, and allowing fear to keep us from stepping out there. Listen, we got to take a risk, y'all. At some point, you got to take a risk in your life in order for you to have possibilities, you know, and for you to even be able to sit back and say, now I done did this. What if I do this and this and that? And I could, and this could happen and that could happen. Your what ifs are kicking and everything. Your possibilities are kicking. But if you don't take no risks, then there's no possibilities or no what ifs or nothing else. We have to take a risk in life so we can find out what is out there for us. We have to. It's a must, you know? And the way I look at things now, I don't never forget. If I take a risk and it doesn't work out, I don't be mad. I don't be mad, because one thing I know, I ain't going back that way, because I know it's that way. So I'm not going back that way. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to try something else. But if you never try anything, you will never know. You just will never know if you don't try something. So I'm a firm believer that we need to get in the habit of taking risks. We really do. Because I always say, I take this risk. I know me. I know how I think. And I know how, I know what I do. So if I take this risk, oh man, the possibilities. This thing work out. Whoa boy. You know? I see a whole lot of stuff when I say, if I do this, if I step out and take a risk and do this, the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? I can see a whole lot of stuff happening. So we got to do that. We got to step out and take some chances, y'all. Because when we sit on the sideline and we never take a chance, we will never know. We will never know. And that's just the truth. It was something else that I wanted to say. Don't come into this with your mind wrapped around a sale and worrying about the money, the money, the money, the money. Because having that type of mindset is going to cause you to not do so well. You know, if you ever step into this world, this digital world, make sure that you are giving people stuff that can help them solve their problem. Okay? Don't get caught up in the money. The money will come. It will come. The money will come. Just do that part at helping people. Don't be so caught up into yourself. Because if you do, I'm telling you, it's not going to work out good for you. Worry about helping others. Okay? That's the main thing. Worry about helping other people. And watch how things change for you. Watch how things come easier for you. You know what I'm saying? It really will. I wanted to put those things out there because they are important, you know. And don't let people, I know you probably see people on here be saying they made this and they made that and they made the other. Don't get caught up in all that. Don't get caught up in all that. Okay? Do you. Do what you got to do for you. Don't get caught up in all that. I look at those things as motivation. Okay? I don't look at it as though, I get mad because I don't have as much as they got or whatever. I don't look at it like that. I take that as motivation. If they can do it, I know I could do it. If they can do that, I can do more than that. And you see what I'm saying? That's how I look at that. It just motivates me, you know? And so I just wanted to put those things out there because some people be wanting to test it, but it's certain things that they be nervous about or fearful of, you know? Don't be fearful. Take that risk because you never know what's on the other side waiting on you. You just never know. But if you never take that risk, you will never ever know. You see what I'm saying? So don't be fearful and allow it to keep you stuck and stagnated because that's a bad place to be. It really is. Um, I also have uh, a free ebook. If you want it, I'm gonna put the description. I'm gonna put the link in my description box. Okay, for you to be able to get it. It is free. Okay. I also have a ebook about self love. That's only $7.77, but it's very very powerful, and it will help you through this process also. Okay, it really will. Because the more I get into this, it lets me know that uh, the way you feel about yourself makes you be able to deliver better. If that, I hope that makes sense. You know, if you're somebody who is comfortable in your skin and you love yourself, right? You will be able to deliver. You understand what I'm saying? Like your attitude, you know, you got your attitude is good and your demeanor is good. You know, you just good within. When you're good within, I'm a firm believer when you're good within, then it shows on the outside. And when you selling stuff, you want people to see your light, the light that you have. You want people to see that. You understand what I'm saying? So if you decide to get into this, make sure that you know, work on your attitude, work on the things that you got going on within you. Make sure you work on those things because it's going to make this easy for you. It's going to make it very easy for you to tap in and to be able to do it and to be able to deliver the right way. Because if, say for instance, you come into this, you know, you say you're making this a little side hustle, but eventually you may make this a full-time thing, right? Where you could work a couple hours of the day and then have your time to yourself and with your family and stuff like that. But you come into this and you got a nasty attitude, a nasty disposition and stuff. When you go to sell those things, that stuff is going to show. It's going to show. What's going on within you is going to show. You understand that? So you want to make sure that you fix that. You fix those things that's going on within you. You want to make sure you fix that so that if you step into this or anything that you step into and you selling, you want the people to be comfortable with you. You don't want people to pick up on you. You know, you got a nasty attitude, a nasty disposition and stuff like that. You don't want people to pick up on that. And let me tell you something, people can pick up on you through the screen. Don't think they can't because they can. So, you know, I'm a firm believer that the when you feel your best within, then you can deliver better. So I do have a book. It's a self-love book. It's $7.77. If you want to take advantage of that, like I said, I'm put the link in the description box. And you know, one of them is free, and the other one is $7.77. You know, and yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because if you decide to come in it, I want you to come in it, and I want you to be ready. You know, so that's why I'm putting stuff out here so that you know what you got to do when you come in here, you know? And I'm not promising nobody they're going to be filthy rich when they come in here the next day or the next couple of hours, they're going to be filthy rich, because that's not the case. It's different strokes for different folks. Some people come in the door and they start making money right away. Some people come in the door and they don't. It takes them a little while to start making money. Because if you're somebody that's a beginner to this, people, you're going to have to let people get used to you. You understand what I'm saying? And you're going to have to let people start to trust you. But you can make money. The main thing, let me tell you something, that the main thing that I looked at when I came into this is that I knew I could make money. I knew I could make money. And once I knew that, I was like, booyah. Yeah, I'm coming up in here. And that's what I did. And like I said, I don't regret it. You can make the money. You can make money in here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can make money in here. You just have to do the things that you have to do so you can make the money. That's it, and that's all. You know? And once you get it together and you find out what works for you, you'll know it because you'll hit a sale. You know what I'm saying? You'll know it if doing delivering your delivery is right and everything, because you'll start hitting sales. So I just wanted to put that out there and share that with y'all. I got so much more stuff I want to share with y'all. Oh, I don't know if I said this on my other videos, but they do have a faceless thing where you don't have to come on camera if you don't want to. I was shocked about that. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things that you could put on your, on your reels and stuff, where people will still come and buy from you, because some people don't like putting their face on camera. So they got this thing, it's called faceless, that you can do if you don't like putting your face on camera. So I was shocked about that. I'm thinking about trying it. Sometime when you get used to putting your face on camera, you be like, I don't know about that. I don't know if I can do that. Because I'm used to just putting my face on the camera. I don't worry about what people think, because it ain't about what somebody else think. It's about what I think about myself, and I'm comfortable with me. You know, but I want to try it to see if I can do it. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that with y'all. Lord's willing, I will see y'all on the next one, and I'll have some more information for you. So if you was here and you like what I'm putting down, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will see y'all on the next one.